Hey everybody, it's Derek. Today I'm making a video on how to remove your center stack. This is for the manual transmission, those with the automatic transmission. Not exactly sure on how you deal with the shift boot, but it probably just comes straight up without having to disconnect anything. You've got two options. We'll start with is your shift knob. You can either remove it by unscrewing it, or you can go around it by undoing the clasp here and then just running your finger down along the Velcro, exposing the metal shift lever. Once you got that, wrap it up, bring it so it's nice and close to the top here. Looks all stretched out. And tools you're going to need is a roll of painter's tape to make sure you don't scratch anything, a trusty butter knife that's been taped up, so again, so you don't scratch anything, and I choose to use a trim panel removal tool. You just pick this up at a Napa or whatever, and then you get busy by starting right here. Make sure the camera can see. Wait a second. Camera's not sitting still. There we go. Okay. So, right along this edge here, there's four, if I remember right, there's four clips. They're right kind of there and there. So what you're going to do is take your knife here. You got to push down on a little bit of an angle. Just until you can get it in. I'm being extra careful because I just had mine painted. There you go. And then just gently pry up till you get the butter knife flat. Okay, now remember to keep this taped, otherwise you'll scuff it up and you'll ruin it. You just get it lined up until it won't go over anymore, and just give it a nice, easy under pressure. And you come along and see it stays raised over until it won't go up anymore. Nice, easy under pressure. And you've got this undone. Grab it by shift boot here, pull up. Oh, all four clips are right at the front, so you don't even have any at the back. Be careful when you're lifting it up though, because these clips here sit right here. So if you don't lift it up on an angle, you're just going to break your center fascia here. And then there you have it. Now if you want to change out your shift boot, some people buy them, these clips here you have to release. But before you can do that, there's little tiny silver clips right in there, and you got to pry those out first. That one's a little bit easier to see, to release your center ring, because your shift boot will not come out with your center ring there. And that's the bottom. Some people have done swaps to change out their like throw in a short shifter kit, and this is the boot that they're talking about that you have to undo. I'm not going to get into that because I don't want a short shifter. Now your center stack, this is going to be a little bit different for everybody because some people have the smart key, so they've got the little door here, and the behind there I have no idea what it's like. So this is just on a base model manual audio air conditioning, just to regular power jack and a bass radio with the North American top, not with the Korean top. This one's actually relatively easy to get out because it's just a little bit of prying. You stick your hand up behind here. Careful there, make sure your key's not in and your accessories are not on, because otherwise you will electrocute yourself. They're exposed. You just stick your hand in and you give it a nice gentle tug. So a nice gentle tug. It requires a little bit of force. You'll start seeing that they've come undone. Now some of these are the plastic white clips. Mine look black because I painted them. And some of them are the metal clips. Now the metal clips, when you first let them go, one or both of them may pop off. I've lost my second one. I have no idea where it is because I've done this so many times. And go to your other side. Nice little pop. It's nice and loose. And then just run your fingers along the side, a little bit extra pressure, and you'll get them undone up until you get to the top. This requires 2 hands. So there you go. It's undone. Now, it's not going to pull away like your base did. One thing I should note is if you've got the heaters, which I don't have the heater buttons for your seats, this won't come out right away easy either. It's going to sit. Alright, sorry about that. Memory card got filled, so I think I was talking about if you've got the heated seat buttons here. Sorry, throat's a bit scratchy. They're gonna sit right about here, and when you pull this up, you're gonna have to stick your hand under, and you're gonna have to disconnect them. They've just got a push plug type disconnector. Never worked with them, but I'm assuming they're the exact same as everything else that's on the Genesis Coupe. Now when you get to this, you're going to see you got these 2 plugs up top. You got the big bar plug down there for your air conditioning unit. And you've got if you've got the power point here, that's what you're going to have. You're going to have the plug there. Oh, I guess it isn't exposed, but you still don't want to stick your fingers in there with your accessory on. If you've got your key thing there, you're probably going to have another thing on the back side here, but because I don't have the key, it's just this big box. So those who don't have the key, don't worry about it. Those who do, I hope you're smart enough to take it out.